Hello, Eloise here. Hello, and welcome. Today I want to talk about intuition. So, you may have noticed I'm all about intuition. Everything I do is using my intuition, and a lot of what I talk about is things that come like that my intuition sparks or notices, or when I'm using my intuition in clinic, something comes up and then I come on here and talk about it. And I trust my intuition 100%. And my top tip for trusting your intuition is just to do it. Uh, that's one of the fundamental cornerstones of it, people. So I'm lucky enough that I use my intuition in my work hours and hours and hours every day. And so my intuition kind of comes into every aspect of my life because I listen to it. Now, if you're someone who wants to kind of be able to tap into more of what's going on in the universe and find out more information around kind of consciousness, because we kind of live in a sea of consciousness. There's all this data and information around us. It is like the Matrix with all those the image of all the green. I think it was a Japanese cookbook, wasn't it? But green stuff running, showing us the data of the fabric of the universe, and that is how it works. It is all just consciousness. So what we need to do is to train ourselves to be able to go and find these little packets of information. I always think of it a little bit like finding the URL for like a person or a place or a time of day in a certain place. There's like a reference point, like a URL literally for that bit of information. And all we need to do is have a tool and the training to be able to go and look at that thing. So you may have read of people doing remote viewing and all this kind of thing. And that's essentially what you can do with your intuition. So for many years, I think maybe since 2010, I've been teaching MindScape for the International BodyTalk Association, and I have a class coming up. And so I thought today I'd jump on and talk about it. But I also have a free talk. So if you want to dive into this world a little bit more and jump on Zoom and ask me some questions, that is coming up. So I'll put all the information below. But MindScape is a tool for doing all of these things that I've been talking about. So if you want to get really good at remote viewing, you need the framework and the kind of tools to be able to do that and access information, that little URL, that data point. You need a tool to kind of help you navigate to find that point in the sea of consciousness and find out information. So that's what I do every day when I'm in clinic. I'm finding that person in the ether because I do all my sessions distance, remote. So I've never met the person. Quite often I haven't got a photo of them even, just like going by their email and all the information I have on them. I can tune into that person and I can find out stuff from them. Now, I'm not nosy. I only find out what I need to know for a session, so don't worry. But I haven't got enough time to go through your whole life story. But I find out what's relevant and what I need, asking their body what it wants to do to heal. I go and find out that information and I work with their consciousness, with their information, their data, in order to help them heal themselves. But the ability to be able to go and find that person isn't actually very difficult. The major thing that stops it is you thinking that you can't do it. So in MindScape, it's a kind of 2 and a bit day class, but I'm still teaching online. So I'm teaching it over 4 days. And that gives us more time for questions, and I can kind of do the maximum version of the class with everything I normally squeeze in, which I could still teach the class for 2 weeks, but we're teaching over 4 days, and we're going to have opportunity to kind of install the framework, install the tools, and let you have a play with it. And in the 2 days, but over 4 days, you'll be able to tune into anyone on the planet. So it's fun. It is fun, but we have to break down your paradigms of what you think is possible. And that is a lot of what this class is. If I'm teaching kids, it wouldn't take me an afternoon. But us humans have a few more belief systems about what we can and can't do. So it does take a couple of days to break them down a little bit. But once you get free of them, there's no limit to what you can do. You just need to practice. So I'm lucky that I get to tune into people all the time for clinic. So I'm very practiced at that. I've done my 10,000 hours. um, and but I can use my intuition for lots of different stuff. But if I want to start using my intuition on something brand new, I need to go and practice that thing. So if I wanted to take my intuition and start using it on something that I know nothing about, let's take a car, because like I roughly know how a car engine works and stuff, but I'm not really it's not my field of knowledge and speciality. So for me to be able to go and become like an intuitive mechanic, I would probably have to go and learn something about how a car works and the mechanics of a car. But even with my limited knowledge, I might be able to pick some information up about a car. But obviously, if you take a mechanic and you teach him how to use his intuition, and a lot of them probably do anyway, but they will be able to pinpoint immediately where the issue is. Because they've got that left brain knowledge combined with the intuition. And then the practice. So you can apply your intuition, and with MindScape, you can apply it to absolutely anything. So if you have whatever job you have, whatever business you run, whatever your circumstances, A, you can learn this very easily, and B, you can use it in your life. And I will explore with you loads of different avenues of how people have used this to do practically everything you could think of. But to actually go and use it on a daily basis to do something, that's going to take practice. You have to have the left brain knowledge. You have to have the understanding of the fabric of that thing. And if you've been doing a job for years, you've probably got that already. And then you can just add the framework of the intuition in to get your intuition working more effectively, to trust it, to get accurate information in a way you can understand. And that's what MindScape's all about. Now, we are basically on the class breaking down those belief systems that stop you thinking that you can do things, because that's the first stage. But we're also, giving you this framework which enables you to kind of put your left brain to sleep a little bit and let the right brain come out to play. So that logic, the need to analyze and stuff, is still there, it's still active, but we're allowing the intuitive, creative part of our brain, who knows if it is actually the left and right, that creative, intuitive part of our brain to come out to play. And we're going to give it a framework to use so that the left and the right sides of the brain can work together as a team and access information very cleanly and easily. So I could talk about MindScape and intuition forever. I've got loads of courses and stuff on intuition. If you want to dive into my IntuitionTalks course, which is all the stuff that I never get time to say at MindScape, jump in there. That's always a good place to start. Or you can get my 11 Keys to Intuition, which is a really nice mini class, which gives you some ideas and things that are key to learn in order to access your intuition. IntuitionTalks kind of adds to that, in that we look at a lot of breaking down belief systems and looking at how you can work with your intuition on a daily basis. But if you really want to take your intuition to another level, come and take MindScape. It is the only class I'm teaching this year. It's online, so you can join us wherever you are. It is in the afternoon, kind of 12 till 6:30-ish, on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in August. So it might, UK time, by the way. So it might not work for everybody, but I've stayed up for courses in the middle of the night, but probably wouldn't recommend it for this one because you might fall asleep because there's a lot of eyes closed processes. And we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna explore our intuition. Now, I am doing a talk on, I think it's a Tuesday, it's the 20th of June at 8 p.m. So if you want to sign up for that talk, You can find out all the information and how to sign up below. I'll have a link as well so you can find out the start time for you wherever you are in the world. See if you can join in live. You have to register. I will send you the Zoom links and you can jump on and join me for the talk. We're going to spend about 90 minutes. I'm going to go through some kind of exploration of things, just to kind of expand on what we've spoken about here and whet your taste buds for the class. But we've got some time for Q&A as well. And then the course is going to be over 4 days, over a weekend in August. So already got a couple of people saying they're coming. So always fun. There's a few people who've been waiting to take the class with me for a few years and just haven't been able to make the dates. So it's going to be fun to be able to jump on with them finally. And if you want to take MindScape with me, because there's a few people that teach MindScape, but no one teaches it like I do. It's the same class, but you'll believe it's completely different. Jump on and join me for the talk, see it if you fancy it, and I would love to see you at the MindScape class. There is an early bird rate, so I can't remember what the date is, but if you pay, normally it's about 3-4 weeks before the class starts. I can't remember exactly what date I put on, but you save money if you sign up and pay before then. So the talk is, I think, a week or two before that date. So it'll give you some time to come up with some pennies if you want to come and join at the cheapest rate. So, any questions, pop them below, but come and join me for the talk and jump on Zoom. It's far more entertaining. Anyway, have a great day. Take care. Bye.